Hi, this is Pat Walker at Mission Winners. One of the best, most reliable setups for investing is just a clean and simple flat base like this. Just it's going sideways and it lifts off, and it does so on volume. But you've got to put some constraints on there. You want to stack the deck in your favor because we can find a ton of charts that have a flat base. So what do you look for? Here's some constraints for you. Focus on stocks in the top 40 groups. Focus on stocks that have either great earnings over 40% or higher, and or I said not both, great sales 40% or higher. Focus on stocks within 20% of 52-week highs with an accumulation distribution of either A or B. And I'm telling you, if you do that, you're stacking the deck in your favor. You're giving yourself a statistical advantage. It works. It works. So I want to show you some examples here of clean and simple bases. So let's look at them. Train our eyes, train our mind on what to look for success. Here we go. First one, right here, APPS. By the way, note the numbers. Those are good numbers before it broke out. What's it do? It's just going sideways here. Clean and simple tops. There were clean and simple tops right here too. I'll draw it for you. Clean and simple tops. Had volume pickup and then a volume pickup right there. And it lifted. It's just before earnings. Then right here, and you got to be careful buying just before earnings. But now look at this space. It's just going sideways. There's nothing fancy about it. Advance it. 1 bar. Oh, look. It pushes through those clean and simple tops on a big volume pickup. Look at the volume surge. I say this a lot. People talk with their mouths and vote with their pocketbooks. Hey, folks, they voted. Look, it pushed through. Big volume surge. And it goes. There you go. Look at the trend up the 8-day. Isn't that nice? It's what you look for. It's nothing fancy. It's simple, but it works. Now let's do another one here. Let's see if we can find another one for us. So now we're looking at Datadog. By the way, all these stocks had either great earnings and or great sales when they were on the key list. So it's just going sideways. You've got some top hit here, comes close to it here, hits it here, tail bar down, just a resistance line, nothing fancy. I mean, it's simple to see. You could draw with a crayon. And what are we saying? Oh, if it takes out these tops here, maybe it's a buy. And you advance it, and it pushes through. Look at this. Look at the volume pickup. People talk with their mouths and vote with their pocketbooks. Like I said, folks, they voted. There you go. And it does this. Just marches. It finally slips back. You take your money. You sell some into strength as it's going up on decreasing volume, and you make your money. Here we go. Draftkings. When this stock broke out, it was in the top 10 groups. That's one of our constraints. We like that. Just going sideways, hits a high here, hits a high here on good volume, backs off the next day on less volume. Nothing fancy, all right? And again, it's in the top 10 groups. And look at this igniting bar. Look at the volume surge. On this bar, see that right there? The volume was 14.7 million shares. On this bar, 50 million shares. That's sweet potato pie. There you go. Makes a nice move. Isn't that great? You sell some into strength. Some more on that bar selling down. It's simple. That's a good move though. Close to 20 points fairly quick. Let's continue onwards and let's look for another one. Here we go. We're looking at Zoom. Zoom runs up and it goes sideways. This was back in February of this year. All these were keyless stocks, by the way. All right, all of them. Earnings were up 800% when we bought it. Look at that volume pickup. Pushes up and it goes sideways. A reversal bar, but then notice how it just gets quiet here. And up on a pickup in volume, just a simple downward sloping trend line, nothing fancy. If it pushes through those tops with volume, maybe it's a buy. Oh, look, I'll be darned. Look at the volume pickup. On this bar, the stock did 2.2 million, 5.6 million, more than double the previous bar. They voted. And we all know what it did. I mean, that's, sell some down in here, but overall, you ride that trend because it came down to the 50-day, and we know what it did. There's another example. Simple base right there. Look at another one. Here we go. GSX, just going sideways. This was June of this year. It's a nice long base. Earnings were up 450% and sales were up 357% when we bought it. And it's just going sideways. Look, connect the tops here and here. What do we want to do? Just push through the line with volume. That's all. Longer base. I mean, this is a multi-month base. You've got all of March, April, May, into June. That's a 3.5-month base. What do we want? Push through the line with volume. And it does. Look at that pickup. It's huge. On this bar, the stock did 3.8 million shares. On this bar, 27.4 million shares. You think they voted, folks? Yeah. And what's it do? It does this. Look at this. Marching. Look at that. Lifts off again. Look at the volume pickup there, folks. And lifts. Reversal bar, you sell some. Going sideways. Falls through here, sell some more. Goes sideways. Last sale there. You make your money. That's good money. This whole move, I mean, folks, we're talking from like 46 up to 135. So you say, oh, that's selling at the top. Hey, how about 46 to 130? How's that? Could you live with that? That's dang near a triple. That's how you do it. The point is this, not bragging about the gain. The point of it is focus on these longer, simple bases. It will help you dramatically. Let's do another one. Here we go. Here's what I'm doing here. I made it a point. I went all the way back to 2017. How about that? Gosh, that's a long time ago. I don't even think I remember that. Here's the irony. It's December 19th of 2017. Almost 3 years ago to the day. I still remember this. This was a keyless stock. Earnings were up 146% when we bought it. It was in the top group. Look at the base. It's just simple. Just connecting the tops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus weeks going sideways. What do we want? Push through these tops with volume. Note the volume pickup this day. And again, just push through the tops. By the way, I stress, it had great numbers and it was in a leading group when it broke out. Boom! Look at the volume surge. On this bar, it did 980,000 shares. On this bar, 2.1 million. They voted. And you get this. Isn't that nice? Isn't that great? Sells some into strength. Starts to lose the 20. 21, you could sell more, but you sold some on the way up. This is a topping reversal bar. You could sell some. No 5-minute charts. Don't need to. Starts to lose here. Flopping around. See that bar right there? See that volume selling there? Losing the 50-day? You can sell your last shares. You're done. If you didn't, where would you sell your last shares? On this bar. And guess what? That's still a great gain on those shares. But you sold most into strength. That's how you do it. Why do we sell into strength? I'll share this with you. They eliminated the uptick rule about 10 years ago. That didn't change the entire game. The uptick rule was put in place after the crash of 1929, and it had to do with the Securities and Exchange Act of 1933 and 1934. And yes, I was a broker and investments advisor, so yes, I know what I'm talking about. And they put the uptick rule to hopefully not have another crash. They eliminated the uptick rule, I do believe, in 2008. And then all of a sudden, stocks can fall faster. So what do? We adapt to the situation. But the key point is this. Clean and simple bases. Leading stocks in leading groups will help you. These are all past key list winners. They work. They work. Stack the deck in your favor.
Thank you for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit like. Maybe hit that subscribe button. We come up with new content nearly every day. Also, check out the videos on the right. YouTube recommends the one on the top, and the bottom one is something we thought you might enjoy. See you next time.